Welcome to Let's Talk About Local Rock Bands. And we have two guests with a special guest. Pope Phrase, Gage, Logan Steele from Bloody Kisses.
What's going on, Paul?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get this going now.
Yeah, rock and roll.
What is the reason why you want to do music?
Me? Well, rock and roll is the devil's music. It's about rebellion. I am the devil. I am rock and roll. And that's why I do it. What about you?
Well, we do the music of a dead man. So we're trying to bring the dead back to life. So I guess in a way we're musical necromancers.
My answer is that I do music to make me last forever, so that people can hear my stories and all that stuff many, many years after I'm gone, and they can kind of get a glimpse into, who and how I was. That's
All
it.
right.
There you have it. Devil worship, necromancy, and immortality.
Put your horns up.
Okay. When did the band start?
You can answer this first.
Well, my current band, Bloody Kisses, started almost a year ago. Just a bunch of guys that decided, like-minded guys, to play some music that we all loved, which is we're a Typo Negative tribute band. Lord Logan Steele is what they call me, and that's in tribute to Lord Peter Steele, who was the man who wrote, produced, and played the music for Typo Negative along with the other members. But Pete was the soul of the band, and he's passed on, so I do my best to channel him. So it's been about a year, and we've been pretty successful. In fact, far beyond we ever could have expected.
Okay.
Robert.
Robert.
Well, we're all in different bands, and by the way, I'm not Robert. I am Pope Phrase. I don't get along with that Robert guy. Don't even know who he is, to be honest with you. That guy's just
Imposter.
whatever. He's an imposter. Don't even deal with him.
Yeah.
But anyways, as I was saying, we're all in different bands, and I've been in bands with these guys. Actually, we all been in bands together, but we represent various projects. I started myself when I was 4 years old. My parents used to bring me to bars and things like that, and watching Miss Pac-Man at the bar actually inspired me to become a musician.
I remember you telling me about that. Me? I began playing music around 13, and my project as a solo entity, Gage, began in around 2006 when I moved back to Massachusetts. And I had always played guitar or bass with bands, and I just decided to try to force myself to do it. And since 2006.
Good.
I think so. Still going on.
At least you guys rocking on.
Thank you, yes. Thanks for rocking with us also.
And don't think we don't notice you at our shows. We do.
Yeah.
I noticed you guys.
You see
I
me
actually look
peeking.
for you, and when you're not there, I don't perform.
Yeah, it's just very depressing.
How many albums does this band have so far?
You should hit that one first, Gage.
I'll go first. Okay. So I have 3 solo albums that have actually been released, one of which is in stores, 2 of which are available on iTunes along with the first, and I'm working on my 4th solo album entitled Nightmares in Dreamland.
That's good.
So far, it sounds amazing. I've heard some of it. It's top notch.
I have one of them. It sounds good.
Yeah, I left it in your mailbox.
Yep, and I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robin Leach.
All right, well, I have an album out on all digital retailers. It's an instrumental album called Satanic Ritual Music. It's basically some stuff you can put on and zone out to, and worship Satan. What else, would it be for?
It's a solid listen, too.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah,
good.
very ambient.
I think
very,
you had it on SoundCloud first, didn't you?
Yeah, I have some stuff on
very
SoundCloud.
dark, very trippy.
Yeah, I'm also working on a rock and roll album too. It's called 6 Trips to Hell. You know, basic, you know, sacrificing the goat and stuff like that. You know, stuff you can bring to Sunday school and pass literature around to kids and smile.
It's a bit like, it is, and you'll hear it. It's cool. I like it. It's dirty.
Oh, it's
You know,
filthy.
you couldn't expect anything else from
Yeah,
this
I can't
guy.
even mention the lyrics here because it's so perverted.
Yeah, one word after another is just a cluster
It's filth.
of hate.
Jehovah's Witnesses don't knock on his door anymore.
No,
The Mormons like me though.
he knocks on their door.
Yeah.
What about you, Logan Steele?
Yeah, what about you?
Bloody Kisses we are working on an album right now. We're hoping to release either in December or January, which is going to consist of our covers of some Typo Negative hits, and then there's going to be 2 to 3 originals on there. The album's going to be called On Wings of Steel, which is basically the whole album, and then there'll be a self-titled track, which are dedications to Peter Steele, who I worship every day.
Is it all originals or covers? Or?
No, it's going to be probably 3 originals. We're still working out the details, but even the originals, I'm writing them and scoring them as if Peter Steele was taking my hand and putting it on the page, like a
So you're
Ouija
allowing
board.
him.
I'm trying to
write
channel
through
the
you.
man through me. All I would want to ask is that if he heard it from beyond the grave, he would say, "I approve," or it doesn't
Sounds
suck.
good.
Sounds good.
Doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck.
Or it sucks.
I mean, even if Typo heard it and said it sucked, I'd be happy just that they heard it.
Exactly.
And then it'll have probably some live tracks from us that we're going to be recording. We've recorded a few live tracks, and we're going to record some more at shows. And actually, we have a show coming up. Everybody out there in TV land,
A little up.
there's a show
There it is.
on the 28th of this month at the Bungalow Bar and Grill in Manchester.
Free show.
Free show. Contact Bloody Kisses through Facebook, facebook.com/Bloody Kisses New England. And we do a lot of free shows. And then we have another show in January on the 14th that we're actually hosting. Believe that? They let me host a show. Absolute
host with the
madness.
most.
The host with the least. I'll be doing that. And we'll probably have a release date, if it's not already out, by January. But it's going to be called, again, On Wings of Steel, spelled Steele, like Peter Steele.
Yeah.
And
It's like Paul McCartney's Wings mixed with Typo Negative.
and Feces.
And yeah.
And actually, Gage has co-produced one of the songs thus far, and we'll be getting a producer credit on that album.
That is what the title track. No?
The title track, "Wings of Steel," he helped me work on that, and it's a pretty rocking song.
Word. Hi, Aaron.
Good.
Okay.
All right. What inspires you to write songs?
Pope, why don't you take it?
Well, what inspires me to write songs? I look around at all these people and these phonies and these posers and these hipsters, you know, those guys with the beards and the flannel shirts and things like that.
They vape.
And they vape in the gender-neutral bathroom. I just don't understand it, and the whole metrosexual thing of the whole. It's a bunch of nonsense to me. So I gotta write reality, and that stuff angers me. So it's offensive. So I feel I have to offend them. And society itself is offensive. We got wars and bloodshed and things like that. So I talk about those things and some other things that I probably can't talk about on the show because it's filthy and perverted. But
It is.
it's what it is, and
I
yeah,
describe
man.
it as musical satire.
Musical satire. I mean, it may be that to some people, but in reality, I just seriously, I just hate a lot of people. I think people are just disgusting mostly.
So you write about.
They disgust me, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
disgust them, and that's why I do it.
Return the favor.
He hates disgusting people. But he must, and that's his issue. He's Pope Phrase.
So that's the discussion.
Hades, he's the Hades man.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll say you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Go ahead, Gage.
What? Can you repeat the question? I got lost in hopes.
It's easy to.
What inspires you to write songs?
Huh. Time. That's probably the biggest one. Yeah. I mean, what I write songs about, the influence that I get, is has been a lot to do with extraterrestrial activity over the skies of Haverhill, Massachusetts. That really had a lot to do with it. That, the kind of underground, kind of more street, type things that I've been involved with,
Urban lifestyle.
the urban, yeah, they call it urban.
Where we all grew up.
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban.
And they do that, and I see it, and I'm along for the rides. And some of those things inspired me because I know that a lot of the people that go through those types of things in life don't have the creative, or don't know that they have the creative ability to write about it and to write a story. Instead, they live it. So I write their story, and I also, like I said, with the extraterrestrials and the paranormal stuff, those things really hit home to me because they're cool. And
One of them, aren't you?
yeah, that's what I've been told.
One of us.
And that's really it, I think. Extraterrestrial stuff, paranormal, the urban kind of lifestyle that I'm a part of. Yeah, these guys obviously, Logan and Pope Phrase. Yeah.
We all grew up together.
Yeah, we all grew up together. I've known this guy since I was 13. He actually taught me how to play guitar, so without him I wouldn't have any of those songs to write. I've known this guy since I was 14. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Logan.
Logan, you're next.
Why does Logan Steele write music? Pain, torment, loss, anger, aggression,
Got it.
hatred,
Strawberry milk.
strawberry milk, Kentucky Fried Chicken. No, but I mean,
Folks Kitchen.
everybody in life experiences hardships and loss and pain and mental damages and people turning them into puppets on television. And someone's got to get out there and say and play that music. And like I said, we do tribute material, but we do originals as well. The music of Typo Negative, which is what this current project I'm on with right now does, speaks to me, and it always has. When I was a young child, my biological parents were drug addicts and killers. And when I was taken away and made a ward of the state and given to another family, just when you thought things were looking sunny for Logan Steele, no. His mother decides to up and leave, so it's just me and Papa Steele. And I dealt with a lot of problems because of that. And these guys were there for me at that time, at a time that was really hard in my life. And Typo Negative, people think it's angry music or it's hate-filled music or anything like that. It's actually very satirical about society and about how to cope with death, loss, pain, and aggression. So I identified with that music at a very young age, punk and thrash and metal, not because I was angry and it was angry music, because it was music by other angry individuals. And what it did was it made me feel like, hey, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one going through this crap. I'm not the only one that's lost somebody or many people. I'm not the only one that feels alone and angry and frustrated and not knowing what to do with my life. So that's why I identify with Typo Negative and metal and thrash. And then songs, my original music that I write is largely pulled from personal experiences in my life. But these guys, we've all been through different stuff, but the same in a sense. Pain, aggravation, loss. And I think music for me, and I will be bold enough to say for these two as well, has been a coping mechanism for us and a way to put our story out there, like they were both saying, and then maybe some other kid, instead of putting a gun in his mouth and pulling the trigger,
Or his butt.
or anywhere for that matter, or taking some pills or jumping off a building, maybe he'll hear our music and say, hey man, I'm not alone in this. I got an outlet.
It's true. He does.
Or maybe he'll put the gun further in his mouth. I don't know.
I doubt it.
But I feel like there's more of a positive connotation with it.
Yeah. Not if I produce the whole thing.
And I think people that say about our styles of music, be it metal, thrash, satanic, if it has a positive impact on somebody, good. I think the tipper gores, if you will, the people that in society say rock and roll is bad, devil worship is bad, if it brings out goodness and positivity to you, then who is somebody else who doesn't understand it to say a word? You gonna kiss me?
Kiss me like you miss me.
Kiss me like you miss me.
Don't mind. Okay, pausa.
Okay, guys, ready for some more
Oh,
questions?
hell yeah.
We love it.
I was born ready, man.
All right.
I've been looking forward to this. I've missed you, pausa.
Hey, I missed you since we did some recording.
Yeah.
We missed those parties at your house.
Been recording Gordon.
Oh, we gotta
Shout
get
out
on
to
that.
Gordon over there.
Yeah, and
Pope's
Carl.
missed me with every bullet so far.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Don't forget to look at the camera, Pope. I've forgotten this whole time.
I just pretend it's not there.
Okay. What is your favorite venue and why?
Favorite venue on earth?
Me?
Yes, Pope.
Yeah.
My bathroom.
Yeah.
I enjoy my bathroom. I can go in there and make any kind of sound or
Trumpets.
trumpets, anything,
Tubas.
water
Good
sounds. I
acoustics.
love it. Yeah, good acoustics. I mean, it's personal, private space. It's performing for myself. I only enjoy performing for myself anyway. I mean, that's the whole reason I make music, so that I can listen to it.
Word.
So that's what it is.
What about Logan?
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah.
I'd say of all the places I've played, some real crappy dive bars and some really good dive bars. Probably the Carousel Lounge is one of my favorite venues that I've played. We're playing there on the 28th. They have a really great stage and really good acoustics. It's a good sized room. It's at the beach. It's right in Salisbury Beach. The owner of the club is actually a pretty cool guy. Yeah, I'd say the Carousel. That's probably that, and I like going to see shows at the Chit Chat right here in Haverhill. I mean, that's a great venue, which we are also going to be playing next year.
Word.
The bathroom's kind of small there, though.
The bathroom is small, but it's
Where,
big enough
Chit
for
Chat?
for
Yeah,
your
Chit
one-man
Chat.
show.
Is that a bathroom?
Yeah. It's
I thought they just threw an old toilet in the closet, to be honest.
It's like a skinny broom closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a bathroom. I don't know. I've tried
I think the
to see it.
bathroom's through the hole in the floor below it in the basement, and you just hope that it goes through the hole and lands in the toilet.
It's kind of too far for me, so I just do the sink. I haven't got so far as
Yeah.
to check if it's really
But that's kind of your thing, Gage, is you like to mark the sinks.
Yeah.
He's a sink marker.
The windows are good too.
Yeah, you can
Windows?
go, oh, I love to go out the
Windows.
window. Yeah.
On a cold day?
A number one's okay, but a number two, that's real fun out the window.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite venue is the Viper Room in Los Angeles, California. I like it a lot. It's cool because it has history.
Hollywood.
The last I heard was that Johnny Depp is the co-owner. Mark me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't care.
I'm gonna mark you.
But it's a cool place. I played there in and around 2000, and I was in a band at the time, and we opened for the LA Guns. It's a really small place actually. It's like probably about only as big as this room, probably half of this. But there were cool people in the crowd. You know, I think Axl Rose was there. I saw his red hair. I think it might not have been him, but I saw the red hair.
Was he eating barbecue?
I don't know what he was eating, but he was putting something in his face. It might have been an alcoholic beverage.
It sounds like Axl Rose.
Yeah, I think it might have been Axl Rose. So the Viper Room, I'd have to say, is my favorite
Venue.
venue.
Yep, venue.
Yeah, I've been you.
It's more fun for me.
Okay,
Words.
how large is your thing of bass?
Whoa.
How large is what now?
How long is Pope Phrase's bass?
Oh man.
Hold on.
No, it's bass, B-A-S-E.
Only we know.
I don't know.
We
I
don't
want to
know.
hear the question again.
Let's
I want to
see.
answer this correctly. Yeah, I don't, because my mind is going somewhere else right now. I'm thinking about playing bass, Sid Vicious, Twiggy Ramirez,
Dee Dee.
you know, Dee Dee Ramone.
Well, I'll let you know. My sea bass is about probably, I don't know, standard, 45 inches long. It's black.
Wait, is that what you're really talking
What?
about? That ain't what he's talking about, man. What are you talking about, Puzzle?
You know, like fans.
Oh.
who
Our
are
fan
like-
base.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about how big is my
Talking about-
bass.
I'm,
Oh, whatever, man. You got
Yeah.
me. That,
Talk about fans, like how many fans you have on your band pages.
oh,
Oh, those.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I got 40 million fans around the world, and they all love me and write me letters.
all
You
your
know?
bass are belong to us.
I have a square fan, so
It's
I
like a
don't
box
even,
fan. He puts it in the window.
Yeah.
I'll answer for both of them since they're both taking the elective to be silly. Pope has fans all over the United States.
The world.
He really does.
He really
he's probably
does.
the most popular
Of all of
guy
us, yeah.
us three. Yeah, he's really popular.
I'm a charismatic cult leader.
Yeah.
Even his spoken word stuff is highly followed by the satanic community.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I've mentioned his name, and people said, "You know him? Oh, why did you see one of his seminars?" I said, "No, I grew up with the guy, and I'm not surprised really to see how popular he is." Gage has fans spanning coast to coast, even in Canada. He's really big in New York, both in the metal and hip hop communities.
Yeah.
He does both, and I've never seen an artist so popular in two different genres like that. That also is a master of both.
He is the bridge.
And I'd say we probably have at this point, after not even a year yet, we have like 700 to 800 followers on our Facebook page alone. And I'll put it this way: I've never not been able to sell a ticket to a show, and I've never had an empty bar I played in. You know, even when it's a real crappy venue far away, a lot of people show up to see us, which I'm just blessed by Satan to have that.
Yes.
Right, that's good.
Oh, shout out to Matt Devon in Australia. He's a very, very loyal supporter.
Good day, mate.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. So hello, Matt. Hello, Billy Beer. Hello, Stephen Beer.
Gavin.
Andy Grasso.
Yeah.
Who else?
Gavin.
Gavin Rosdale.
No, Gavin.
Oh, Gavin Leslie Pring.
Yeah.
From the Fab Four. Oh, he's an awesome dude, man. He's really, really nice.
Gotta have him on your show.
Yeah. You should next time they're around. He's a really nice guy. And he's a really talented guitar player. He plays George Harrison in the biggest and most popular Beatles tribute band called the Fab Four. The Fab Four. Good shit,
They
man.
even have their own Ed Sullivan.
All right. When was the first show your first debut show, and where?
Well, let me take this
Yeah,
one because
please take this one.
our first show was actually all of us together at the Knights of Columbus in Lawrence, I believe, is when we booked our first show together.
Yes, I would have forgot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The show was my old band, Twisted Disco.
Oh, that did happen.
Yeah, and Pope and Gage had a band, and the name escapes me at the time. I think he just
The initials were CCCH.
Right.
Fill the blanks.
Yeah.
What do you think it was?
there's been a lot of
I'll remind you. The first word was candy.
I can't recall. There's been a lot of drugs passed through my system since then.
Okay, you're almost there. Blah 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 blah. Yes, 5
Candy
syllables.
coated.
Candy coated.
Oh, it's my brain is starting to fire. on
Crackheads.
Candy coated crackheads. That is the name.
Cracking heads.
That's such a great name too.
Cracking heads with candy. Yeah, and I had the PA system,
Yeah, we needed that.
and they used and abused it, and we had our brother Johnny Sullivan with us that night.
Hello, John.
I think he was on drums, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
He's here. He's actually on the other side of this couch.
Yeah.
He's just keeping my feet warm.
With his mouth.
Yeah.
It was at the Lawrence Knights of Columbus, and we all played together. And I think I sat in the guitars for you guys.
Yeah.
And then I had my own band with a few people from high school. This is long ago.
Yeah, one of the guys in that band actually died. One of the members. He was just a fill-in. But
Who was our
a friend, yeah. He was playing keyboard that night, Mark.
Mark Alvarez.
Yeah, Mark Alvarez.
God bless you, brother. Yep. You were the only cool guy. Well, the third coolest guy from Andover. There's Pope Fraze, Jason Lynch, and Mark Alvarez.
Yeah, Mark was a cool guy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Oh wait, am I supposed to describe my first show? Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, my first show was a lot like the show that he described because I think it was at the same place.
It was.
So, yeah, that was my first show. It was in a basement at the Knights of Columbus,
Lawrence, Massachusetts.
and we were playing in a small room, and it was really dark. And that's it. Jesse Stanley was there. Yeah.
That guy's a creep, man. You gotta watch out for that guy.
Yeah.
He'll get you.
What's the opposite of a shout out?
Yeah, he'll get
Yeah.
you.
Shootout.
Threat out. Stay away from my children.
Dancer in the dark. So yeah, that was my first show.
Got two openings.
He was over there, and that was his first show too. So you could probably just
Yeah,
pass
that's
the
the next question.
Yeah. That's it.
You had to bring up
Pope Fraze.
Okay. Has the band been on tour, or does the band have plans to tour?
Has the band been on tour, or do we have plans to tour? Well, I'll go first. Bloody Kisses did, what do we do, like 19 weekends in a row?
Yeah.
All around the local circuit. Yeah, we really just killed it for like, I don't know, 18, 19 weekends in a row. My wife was getting ready to divorce me.
Sort of a New England leg of a tour.
Yeah, we toured around here.
Practice run to go through the songs.
We just acquired a van today, so that gives us some opportunities. There's a chance we might be playing with some of the original members of Carnivore out in New York sometime in the next coming months. It's nothing solid yet, but I did have a shout out on Facebook from Mark Carnivore. Shout out to Mark Carnivore. Keep doing what you do, brother. You rock. So yeah, it's a mini tour, a local tour. So we've definitely done a lot of shows, and then we took a little hiatus, and then we're coming back the 28th. Hiatus.
Okay.
Hiatus.
Hi, anus.
Hi, anus. Hydrox.
Or maybe a high anus. Like,
Well, if you get in the anus, I get real high.
yeah, he's a
I mean,
squealer.
for me, you got to realize I've created my own universe inside my head. Every edit is, whatever, and I'm the master of that universe.
Yep.
So I tour all around inside my head, and it's very entertaining.
Luckily, mental illness is contagious, so I'm part of his universe.
Yeah,
I don't even exist right now.
you're all
Balzo.
extensions of my universe.
His uni purse.
For all we know, it's just him on this couch by himself, and he's imagined the two of us.
Yeah.
It's a psychological projection.
Mind blown.
Yeah. And sleep is an inspiration to me as well. Dreaming. Just to go back a few questions. I forgot to mention that. I want to give a shout out to the ability to dream.
Sleep.
Interesting stuff.
You, my dog, sleep.
Touring. I'm on tour right now, actually. Taking a break to sit on this stool here. That was supposed to be my spot, but I wanted Logan to have it because I want him to shine like the diamond he is. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I'm still a piece of coal, but I'm under a lot of pressure, so I should start shining real
He's
soon.
a fucker. He's a poet, huh? He's good. He's real good. Got the goatee too,
He's
smooth.
got it going on. He's a new Jim Morrison.
And yes,
Filthy
that's it.
Morris.
Touring.
The new Zach Morris.
And if you run out of questions, Pausa,
We'll just keep
Just-
going. What do you got next?
don't worry.
What's the next question?
Just talk.
Well, we have like a few minutes left anyway, it's almost 8 o'clock.
Oh, we've
it.
been talking for an hour?
No way.
No, I think we started late.
Oh, all right. All right, well, let's just keep going. Come on, we got a couple more minutes.
Yeah, man, keep rocking.
Don't
Yeah,
edit
a
it.
couple more minutes. So.
Yeah, I got nothing else to do.
What natural act bands have you open for.
National bands.
Yep.
And don't be humble, Pope.
Well, I decided I don't really want to open for any of those bands. Like
Even
I
though
said,
they've asked you to.
they have. I mean, I've been asked to do all kinds of stuff. I've been offered things, and I just turn it down. I say no. I suggest saying no to the national bands, as well as local bands. And I suggest you just play in your bedroom.
Yep. Just play there.
Just play.
Music or with yourself?
With yourself. You get some toys.
Way ahead of you.
You already know.
Got a whole box under the bed. It's
He does.
sticky.
I've smelt it.
Yeah, it's a little. I know I said sticky, but
He-Man.
it's probably stinky too.
Yeah, it has an
It smells
odor.
like a new toothbrush. So rub it up and down on your gums in a circular
Well, they
motion.
have-
Shout out to
Yeah.
Odorous.
Oh yeah, we love you.
Moment of silence for Odorous, everybody.
Bow your heads.
So, but yes, there's a new toothbrush at Walmart. I was touching it. It was
It's going wild, right?
We've opened for Bloody Kisses has opened for bands like Nightstorm,
Oh, they're really good.
which yeah, they're a really great band. If you haven't seen Nightstorm, check them out. They're on Facebook and they have a website, and I think they're on iTunes as well.
What's that Jack Black's band's name?
Jack Black.
Fish finger?
No.
Finger?
No, the other guy
Fish-
there.
Fish
The
Taco?
comedian kid
No.
with the unibrow. Remember he has the band it's with a Pick of Destiny?
All right, we're done.
No.
No.
Anyway, yeah, we've played with Nightstorm and we've played with Buxton Cliff. Shout out to them. Great band. If you like Mr. Bungle and Sublime, you'd like them. And we've played in front of, on the same bill as a lot of local bands. I'm hoping to play with Hatchet and possibly Metal Church.
Okay. And we're wrapping it up, right? I got like one answer left. That's it.
I should have wrapped it up a long time
Okay,
ago.
bands that I've opened up for that are
Hey,
big.
kids. I never wrap it up.
Yeah,
You gotta
I don't
do
know.
that.
A lot of different stuff. A lot of rappers, a lot of things of that sort.
Terminology.
Yeah, terminology. He's a big local guy around
Shout
here.
out to Term 978.
978. Yeah, him. A lot of other people too. A lot of different stuff. I do a lot of video directing and editing too. I did a song with Dr. Chud from the Misfits. So he's constantly somebody that I am kind of looking up to.
Yeah,
so
we
I
all
guess
love
I'm
Chud.
opening up for him. Madonna Wayne Gacy, former keyboardist of Marilyn Manson, directed a video featuring him as well. So I'm looking up to him. And since I'm constantly on tour, I'd say I'm opening up for him right now. And that's it. And then, yeah.
Opening up.
All right, I guess that's it.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us on your show, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul's I
problem.
want to shake your hand. on
Yes.
Camera.
Oh, let's give him a hug.
Let's just do
Oh,
this.
I'm tethered,
I
but.
had to say that's it for the show.
Paul.
Nice to see
We
you.
love you, Paul.
Pass the
Thanks so
channel
much,
through you
bro.
since
Oh,
I'm
no.
wired over here.
Thanks for having us.
All right,
Wired to
now
blow.
I had to end it so that way.
All right,
Are you gonna end it?
That's you do it. It's your show.
Yeah, you do it.
Okay, that is it for Let's Talk About Local Rock Bands. So I'm your host, Paul Greeley, and Pope Phrase, Gage, Lance Steele, Logan Steele.
Everyone goes with
He's
Lance.
Lance's big brother, Logan.
Yeah.
So
You got Lance like
until then, see you at the next episode.
Hell yeah. We'll be
Rock
back.
on.